Hi everybody, I'm Sam.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome to Unit 2, Monopoly Power. So, anti-competitive behavior done by businesses is probably as old as business itself. Now, governments for their part have been trying to introduce new laws that foster free and fair competitiveness between companies in order to prevent undue of economic power ever since Roman times and probably even earlier. Undue. As a US committee wraps up a year-long probe of anti-competitive behavior or practices done by big tech players, this issue seems as more relevant as ever. Wrap up.
Antitrust laws have been a thing in the United States since the late 1800s, ever since the government targeted the oil industry and the railways. Later on, they would target trying to break up things like telecommunications and transportation. As late as the 1990s, Microsoft became the target of government litigation after accusations that bundling its software along with its operating system violated principles of competition.
Antitrust. Litigation. What big companies come to mind when you hear the word big tech?
Big tech? Most definitely Apple.
You're right.
Most definitely Google. I suppose Yahoo. Maybe.
Right. So a lot of those would be kind of the Silicon Valley-based big companies. And I know you mentioned a few, such as Apple, but who would be their biggest competitors?
I know that Apple have a lot of different business strands.
Right.
They make hardware, they make phones, but they also make software as well. So I suppose in one sense it's Samsung. Right. In another sense, maybe it's Google or Microsoft.
Right. Right. I mean, I'd have to agree with you, especially when talking about a company such as Apple. Like you said, there's so many strands of business that their competitors are even more various than the typical company.
Right.
Could be Amazon, could be Samsung, like you said, streaming services or just general devices.
Yep.
Right. Well, that will do it for our preview section, and we'll see you back here for the review.